Good morning. It is Friday, March 20th, 2026. I'm your host, and this is a Vector News 24 special bulletin. Asian markets are bracing for a brutal opening this morning as a macro wrecking ball hits global finance. We are tracking a triple threat: surging energy prices, a hawkish pivot from the Fed, and an alarming escalation of tensions in the Middle East. The sentiment in Asia is strictly defensive following a massive sell-off on Wall Street. The Dow plunged over 760 points overnight, and Asia is set to follow that lead. Japan's Nikkei is under extreme pressure after a 2.5% drop yesterday. Investors are trapped between the Bank of Japan's cautious tone and the skyrocketing cost of energy imports. Meanwhile, in South Korea, the KOSPI slid nearly 3% in the last session. Tech giants like Samsung are feeling the heat as rising bond yields threaten high-growth valuations across the board. The primary catalyst for this morning's volatility is a dangerous escalation in the Middle East. News has broken that Iran has targeted Qatari LNG facilities and Kuwaiti refineries. This hits the global supply chain where it hurts most. Brent Crude has already skyrocketed to over $106 per barrel. Even more concerning for the Asian markets is the situation with natural gas. Benchmarks jumped 20% following the hit on Qatar's Ras Laffan terminal. This single facility supplies a fifth of the world's LNG, and its disruption is a nightmare scenario for energy-dependent economies. Analysts are calling this a toxic trinity for Asian assets: expensive oil, a surging U.S. dollar, and rising yields that are acting as a massive drag on regional recovery. Central banks are increasingly backed into a corner. In the United States, Jerome Powell has signaled that rate cuts are being pushed back significantly. The market consensus has shifted to expecting only one cut for the entirety of 2026 as energy-induced inflation takes hold. We are also closely watching the People's Bank of China today for the loan prime rate decision to see if any support is coming for the real estate sector. In Japan, the government has taken the rare step of releasing strategic oil reserves to protect the yen, which is currently teetering near the 160 level. As the opening bell rings, expect energy stocks to be the only green on the screen. Airlines and tourism are facing massive headwinds from fuel costs and geopolitical hesitation. Long-term, the fact that U.S. national debt has now crossed the $39 trillion mark adds a layer of fiscal dread to an already fragile market. Stay tuned to Vector News 24 throughout the day as we track the PBOC announcement and the Nikkei Open. Don't forget to subscribe to stay ahead of the markets.